Okay, so I wanted to make something clear, I guess. I am essentially running like the world's worst Bible study group. This is me and whoever else that is still listening and likes guns and mountain man shit and also wants to talk about the universe and God and Atlantis and shit. What is going on? Ow, shit. Sorry. Just like, never mind. I gotta tell you what I just did. I had a tip malfunction. Anyway. My goal here is like to discuss. It's like not like I know everything. I've just decided a bunch of shit that I believe, basically. And I'm kind of ranting at the universe and journaling during the end of the world as I see it. If this shit keeps going the way I'm going, like, I would like to think some anthropologist someday might write a paper about me. That crazy transgender bitch in Tulsa that bitched about the government and made knives. That would, I don't know. I'm sure everything uploaded to the cloud is actually being absorbed into some sort of alien computer thing that's gonna like get ejected towards the sun or something and fall into some sort of crazy fucking dimensional loophole and go back to God. So I don't know. You're getting my video diary for God. If I mention you by name, it's neither good nor bad. It's just, it is. I'm talking about you. I sound the same way talking about everyone. Like, if I talked to you about my cat and my grandma, I'd sound like I fucking hated them, probably. Kind of just an angry, hateful person. But some of that is with what we're going to do or be doing in God knows what scenario. I'd kind of like to have my edges sharp. So say whatever you will. I'm not gonna be nice no more. I'm sorry if anyone took offense or something, thought I was talking to you. Like, I'm never angry at any one person. Believe it or not, if I was angry at you, I'd let you know it. That's, I might have been angry at Matt and the boys there for a minute when I just dedicated the channel to shitting on them for fucking days. I'm not actually that angry of a person. I just really don't like dealing with piss ants on the internet anymore. And I'd rather make videos, and I'm gonna be like that, so why not just make videos anyway? And then the person who commented can feel bad for fucking what they did. Or not. And some of that is like, oh, that's you choosing to react that way. I don't know. I just like to be like a force of nature. I just am. You should be careful what you do. Like, Indians used to say you shouldn't fight crazy people. I'm here to tell you they're right. And as such, I act crazy as fuck. Mainly because if the person I'm fighting has a fear in their heart, that's a whole different fight, isn't it? I like this alley. This is the territory that I'm now claiming other than my house. I claim from that street to that street. Warlord of Tulsa. This is what we watch for now. we might eventually start watching the main street. I don't know if we'll get around to that or not. There's some of this too where I think I am way funnier than I am. And or people are just too stupid to fucking get it anymore. I don't care. Eventually someone will get my humor, and you know, most artists aren't appreciated until they're dead. I'm just glad to have some sort of people that still watch this shit, to be honest. I have Smoke and Backwoods and Toss Off and fuck, who else? Something about tyranny. I forget what that was. I don't know, I'm bad with names. If I remember you, you comment a lot. Screw Your Tyranny. Is that? Should have remembered that one. I like that name. With like, there's looks like about 30 people or so that watch everything that I put out. So I have a very small, I don't know, whatever you want to call this, coven of fucking ravens or whatever. So I'd like to call you Caw-caw. Fucking first off, all of the Odin references I think is funny, and second off, in Rambo, Covey leader calling Raven, come in, talk to me, Johnny. His code name was Raven, which, you know, knowing Stallone, that's probably some sort of a reference to the same shit. Anyway, basically, I'm trying to run my own doomsday cult here, but I kind of like don't really care. So you're getting my super low effort doomsday cult. Don't you want to have fun with me? Come on, let's go wait for the spaceship together. Come on, let's go worship Anu below the sun. It's that yellow thing over there. You know, I can make up crazy shit just as well as Tom Cruise can, or whoever. I'll forgive all of your sins today if you send me $5. That's it. That's it. If you send me $5 a month on Patreon, all of your sins will be forgiven. Go screw all the hookers you want. I'll just sell indulgences on Patreon. I'm actually kind of against that, but like, honestly, to do it in mockery of them is kind of funny. And like, one thing you should definitely get about my version of God is, oh, he has a wicked sense of humor. And yeah, basically, if it's funny enough, God doesn't care. It's my philosophy. It's one of those, like, it might technically be wrong to carve swastikas into people's heads, but if you picked the right Hillary Clinton, you know, God would think it was hilarious. We're one of those kind of churches. I'm going to make us Muslim because I figure with their anti-Christianity shit, being Muslim will give us protection longer. So I don't really give a fuck about Christian versus Muslim. We're going Muslim simply for the protection of Allah that he affords. We'll still be Christian as fuck. We'll just scream jihad and fucking Akbar a lot. Fuck those motherfuckers. Like, this is the game. Let's play the game. This, you know, I guess that's me. They're gonna fight with this fucking transgender shit and this fucking, like, wokeness and all these fucking points of abuse and whatever. I'm gonna be a transgender Muslim fucking resistance fighter. What are you gonna do about it? Who's to say I'm not? I can be whatever I say I am. I think there's a whole bunch of people that should get on that page. Like, go put on a black hat, wear a fucking mask, go a little girly, go do what you need to do. Whatever that is. This is your gang. They've made the transgender gang untouchable. I'm not encouraging people to do that, but at the same time, I really hate the fucks that are in charge of this place. I hate them even worse because it's like they divide us. This is kind of my whole, like, let's unite the clans thing. Like, Muslims are welcome as long as they're cool with gay shit. Which, in my opinion, if you're cool with trans shit, that's good enough. I don't really like gay men. They annoy me. Like, I think that's really the, like, differences in the camps here is really trans women and gay men don't like each other. Okay, like, gay men go and, like, fuck each other. Trans women have a large class of semi-straight dudes that chase them. That, you know, occasionally might hate fuck a gay dude. Like, there's some animosity between the groups. It's not as united of a front as they project. And this is where we should really start picking at them. We must destroy them from within. Clearly, they have gained too much power. So, if they open themselves to the attack, that is, putting on a dress and saying that you're a lesbian, let's go for it. It's Captain America shit right there. We're all fucking lesbians. Especially if you all showed up in, like, 1950s house frocks with fucking M16s at the Capitol. I'd like that. I don't think that'll happen, just to be clear. I would like it to happen, because fuck them. Use whatever they have against them. Like, this is the way of the resistance fighter. And, like, I know. You'll look weird, or whatever. Like, I think this should seriously be a thing. I don't know what else you should add to this. Maybe wear overalls and carry a hobo bag. Because, like, that's the reality of what they're doing. Basically, it's not that all of you are homeless now. It's that in 6 months to a year from now, you'll be all getting evicted. And in a year after that, you'll all be starving. And a year after that, half of you will be dead. That's what's going on. Decide right now if you want to be a part of their future eating bugs, because, like, some of that shit's real. They're going to try to keep a slave class alive that way. I will not be governed in such a way. You know, they called down the thunder. I don't know. I doubt that we'll ever march on DC. But, like, if I get raided and killed by the federal government and this turns into a huge movement and you all march on DC, just, like, fly a big flag with my fucking face doing the Ahigo face on it, because that's the picture I like. You'll find it in my phone. You know? Like, literally, fuck all the straight motherfuckers. Fuck all the gay motherfuckers. Fuck all the politicians. Like, I don't know a way to fix what's going on other than to completely wipe out our, you know, what's it called? Not wipe out. Completely do away with our entire system of government. Have some sort of an arbiter that is like Caesar for a minute, and trust in that person to give up their power. And I know that sounds horrible, But that's pretty much all, the only thing left, other than having an evil empire and fighting against that evil empire for the next 100 years. You know, right now, the person that they're getting ready to do that with is Trump. And I don't know if that's a good idea. I like Trump well enough, and he seems pretty old and pretty, like, I think he thinks like me, to be honest. Can't prove that. He definitely thinks for himself, though, and I like that. I don't know. I don't know how we get an arbiter that like that, other than fucking overthrowing those motherfuckers, though. Like, this is the thing, is some of them are openly committing treason. This shouldn't be you and I doing this. You should be talking to your states about doing this. The states of like Oklahoma, Texas, Florida, et al. Should secede. Should secede, should form a militia, march it to DC, and seize the government. That's the thing nobody wants to say. I don't know a way to really do that won't cause a fucking civil war. So, since no one wants a civil war, we just keep sitting here. But as this slugs on, there's going to be more and more of y'all who don't have a pot to piss in. And like, some of you are going to be the better off. You'll see it on the streets. You'll be afraid to go to work. Be afraid to like leave your kids alone. I walk out here at night alone, unarmed, because basically you couldn't kill me if you tried. It's my opinion. Cursed by God. I think literally if you came here with a 44 Magnum and put it to my head, God would step down and fucking blow up your gun. How about that? May his name be praised. That's my thing, is really this shouldn't be a thing for one group of people. This should be everybody. This should be every mother's love that's against fucking Democrats and their fucking tyranny. I just can't imagine that there's a large portion of the population right now that is like, yo, man, Joe Biden, he's doing an ace's job. Maybe there's a bunch of Democrats that are like, oh, well, the economy turned bad. It wasn't Biden's fault. If that's the case, then we really need Texas too. I think we live in idiocracy. I want to have like a banana colony. Let's go do that. Half of my thing with saying shit on here, like, let's go overthrow the government or let's go fucking start Texas too, is we have the First Amendment, right? This is my vlog, my political opinions, my whatever. I am not espousing violence. I am a man of peace. That's how we should fight. Our Muslim friends taught us all we need to know. And like, if you take what they taught you, kind of what I'm giving you here in this, with my take on what you should take from Islam, which is basically a mask, go read about the Knights Templar. Go read about, all the fucking everything. Read everything. Decide for yourselves and pretend to be Muslim, because it'll make you stay alive longer in this world. For whatever reason, it seems that Islam is relatively a protected class compared to the other religions. I don't know why that is. Other than the fact that, like, you know, Saudi Arabia's got a lot of fucking money. How dare he drive in my alley? Me being a crazy person who only uses black powder firearms and does not dishonor themselves by wearing body armor and yada yada yada, I'm gonna be very hard to arrest. That's my goal. I have guns right now. I'm not gonna have guns for forever. I'm basically building guns and stashing guns. And to the ATF agents listening, good luck. You know, you turn from God. That's my opinion. Like, there's a lot of fucked up shit going on, man. And, like, I hate to mix in the religious shit, but, like, I don't know. Honestly, I'm starting to believe that, like, they're using YouTube to manipulate, like, the things I see to influence me to be more apocalyptic and religious and talk about the end of the world. Maybe that's just because that's what I click on. I don't think so. Like, why do they do that? Okay, that makes you wonder. That's half of why, like, I'm starting to do the religious message. But I'm also making it kind of totally not anything they'd want. I think we're all being subtly manipulated by what we watch and by what we do. And sadly enough, I do still occasionally watch fucking YouTube, at least. It's starting to really rain. And, like, watching YouTube, I think they could manipulate you a lot. I really wonder if the rivers around the world are running dry or not. It seems to be all over the news for everybody, right? It's like, is that real or not? What is real, what isn't? And this is kind of why my whole message is like the old man from Secondhand Lions. Well, do you believe it or not? You know, decide what you believe and believe it. One of the greatest movies ever. The speech from Hub McCann. He doesn't know how to drive in the rain. The speech from Hub McCann to the boys he fucking beat up at the bar and the kid. Like, it's one thing, but you only hear the kid's bit of it. It's just good shit. I was trying to mention that the other day, last time I was talking on this porch and got cut off. I occasionally get cut off when I run out of camera memory or battery. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all of this. This footage and shit, the, like, random vlogs and whatever. I'm just doing these to do them. And some of y'all seem to be watching everything, so thank you. And if you really like a video, go leave a comment on it saying never delete this one. I can make sure that it's one that I don't, because, like, I'm gonna go back through here and fucking edit a little bit. And, like, if you have a video that you're like, oh man, that one was horrible, you comment on that one too. Help me edit this a little bit if you can. You know, if you don't have time or whatever, that's cool too. But, like, a lot of you guys are already watching my shit, so, you know, vote. Does this one stay or go, basically? Because there's some where, like, I've been kind of out of it on fucking weed or just fucking have an ear infection and I'm on a bunch of medications. And I don't know. I'm gonna leave that shit up. I wish I could filter out all the gun stuff and like, I don't know. I need to do playlists, I guess. I think playlists would help a lot. My hands get cold. I can handle cold. I can't handle cold and wet. That's like your key to life right there, boys. I'll see you later.